after validation calls, after the FDD review, usually you're going to come out to or be invited to something called the discovery day. Now, again, every franchisor kind of does it differently. I'm working with a client from inside this group actually right now that is working with a brand called Schoolie Mitchell, and they do it differently. Their discovery day is not late in the process. It's actually far earlier in the process. And every franchise does it a little differently. Some do it in person. And I would venture to say pre-2020, that most of them, a lot of them did it all in person. You actually came out to headquarters. Now, a large number of franchisors do it just completely virtually or online different ways. Sometimes these discovery days are 2 days long. Sometimes they are just a 4-hour afternoon call and somewhere in between. They're all going to look a little different. But Heath, if you could tell us a little bit about Discovery Day and I'm going to say / confirmation day. I know I'm working with a different client from inside this group who's working with a company called Live Hydration, and they don't do Discovery Day. They do Confirmation Day. So unpack for us, what is Discovery / Confirmation Day, and why is that so important for a potential buyer?
Yeah, Discovery Day is really, it should be an exciting time. It's kind of where you're getting all your last questions answered. And this is also where the franchisor is really putting you in the shoes of an owner. They're giving you the feel of what it's going to be like to be a franchisee with that brand. They'll probably have franchisees there kind of telling their story and there to answer questions. But the goal of a Discovery Day is to make sure there's no questions, there's no concerns left, because if it's a confirmation day, that's how it's listed. That's kind of like where you're signing at the end of that. Typically, Discovery Day is more, okay, let's get your questions answered. Let's really take a deep dive into, a day in the life, what your financials could look like. It's really meant to kind of paint that picture and build that excitement and obviously meet the team, because one of the most important things about fitting into a franchise is matching that culture. And this is that final step where you get to figure out and decide, is this the culture? Is this the brand I want to be a part of? The brand is also at the same time saying, okay, are these the owners? Is this the owner we want to bring on? Are they a good fit for our culture? And it is an exciting time, but it's kind of that last step before decision time. So if you're going into it with some questions still or something you're hoping to find out, this is the time that you'll get those questions answered and really get the full look into, what being a franchisee will entail.
Yeah, and I always encourage my clients to make sure you're putting your best foot forward. If this is one that you are interested in and you really do potentially see yourself becoming a franchisee with this brand, put your best foot forward here. Be on time, dress appropriately, come with questions, be, of course, cordial, but just put your best foot forward to present yourself in the best light to this franchise. Because after all the work you've done so far in the process with the FDD and the validation calls, all the work that I've done and talking to them and referring you and building you up, like to them, we want to make sure you are VIP. You are the next MVP of this franchise. So continue to do that in that Discovery Day. Some franchises will make it Confirmation Day where you're actually coming out to sign. You'll do the franchise agreement there. You'll sign, you'll write a check, and then you are the next franchise. Most of them don't do that. I would say most do not do that. They do it as a Discovery Day. You come out to meet the team, but you're not going to sign a franchise agreement there and then on the spot necessarily.